So our story starts with Arita, a certified zero-girlfriend legend. This guy went through his entire school life without pulling even one girl. Not one, not even by accident. But on his birthday, Anime decides to press the chaos button and reveals a bombshell. All 5 of his beautiful sisters are not his real sisters. And just like that, Sweet Home Alabama background music starts playing in your head. We're introduced to the Shinji family, who are so rich they don't walk, they glide. They live in a massive mansion with servants doing everything except breathing for them. All 7 siblings live together under one roof, because privacy is apparently illegal here. MC Arita is 16 years old and the eldest heir of the family. He's having breakfast with his 15-year-old brother, Cheyenne, who already has a girlfriend. Yes, the younger brother has a girlfriend. And Arita? Still buffering. Arita is stressed because he's wished Hansumi is the heir and still single. Anime logic at its finest. So he asks Cheyenne, "Bro, how did you even get a girlfriend?" Cheyenne casually replies, "It just happened." "Thanks, bro, very helpful. Truly motivational." Arita keeps pushing for details, but Cheyenne tells him, just because you're the eldest doesn't mean you need to pressure yourself. He also asks about the girl Arita likes. Arita says he's taking small steps. Small steps equals doing absolutely nothing. Cheyenne then drops the biggest lie of the century. You're the eldest son of the Shinji family. You can make any girl your girlfriend. Arita doesn't believe that. And honestly, same. Suddenly, all 5 sisters walk in, sensing drama like sharks smell blood. Meet the squad. Yuka Shiminami Katono Banri, the eldest sister and final boss. They immediately ask what the boys were talking about. Yuka and C instantly figure out Arita's problem and start teasing him, because bullying the MC is a family tradition. Then Cheyenne chooses violence and says, Arita was praising Yuka's figure. "Biro, why are you like this?" Yuka gets furious and literally sends her dog to bite Arita. Yes, this man got attacked by a dog for existing. Meanwhile, Arita is suffering. Sisters are laughing. No one listens to his explanation. Average MC life. They bring up some mysterious roommate incident, which shocked everyone. Then they all agree on one thing. Having dirty thoughts about sisters is completely unacceptable. But then Banri, the eldest sister, casually points out everyone's weaknesses and shuts the whole room down. Respect the boss lady. Minami suddenly says, "Our big brother is actually a really good person." Arita gets emotional. For once, he feels appreciated. So what does he do? He hugs Minami. Bad move. Minami knocks him out with one punch. Turns out she's training to become an Olympic athlete, and that punch was pure instinct. Bro hugged her and woke up in another anime. Yuka asks if everyone is free on Saturday because they're celebrating Katono's birthday. Cheyenne says he's busy because he has a date. No one cares. Not a single soul asks his opinion. Next day at the train station, all eyes are on the 5 sisters. Seeing them together feels like witnessing a mythical event. Each sister has her own fan club, her own simps, her own worshippers. Cheyenne is also popular with girls. Meanwhile, Arita is famous among boys for his muscles. Congrats, bro. You became a gym meme. At school restroom, Cheyenne and Arita talk. Everyone thinks their life is perfect, but at home, sisters beat them up. Parents always side with the girls. Fighting back is illegal. That's why both brothers have been bullied since childhood. Pain. Let's break down the sisters. Banri, university freshman, training to be a nurse. Calm, deadly, respected. C, science club president, ranked #1 in school, cool genius with infinite fans. Yuka, academic plus athletic monster, swimming and track star, future student council president. Minami, tennis prodigy, junior champion 3 times, future Olympic athlete. Katono, cute, shy, introverted, and somehow still insanely popular. Because anime. And just when you think things can't get crazier, Cheyenne starts. It's finally revealed that Katono once straight up confessed her love to Arita. And our MC, instant panic mode activated. Arita immediately backpedals and says, "T, that was just sibling stuff." Yep, bro. Keep telling yourself that. Right after this emotional landmine, Anime introduces the girl Arita truly likes, Lala. Later at home, Arita is staring at his phone like it's a bomb, debating whether he should send Lala a friend request. He hovers over the button, then cancels it. Why? What if she rejects me? Bro rejected himself before she even saw it. Peak MC behavior. Just then, Yuka walks into his room to borrow Arita's notes. She looks at them and is genuinely shocked because they're clean, organized, actually readable. Even Yuka didn't expect competence from him. But then Arita's eyes wander to a very illegal direction, and he blurts out, "You should wear clothes that cover you a bit more." Yuka claps back instantly. "This is my house, and we've been bathing together since we were kids. So what exactly haven't you seen?" Arita is left speechless, defeated, and mentally uninstalled. Out of nowhere, Yuka asks, "So, the girl you like is Lala, right?" Arita snaps, thinking Cheyenne leaked the info. Yuka then tries to send Lala a friend request herself to help him, but Arita stops her. Yuka gets mad, scolds him brutally, and storms out. Meanwhile, we see Katono staring sadly at a family photo with Arita. Pain unlocked. Next day after school, Arita is lost in deep thoughts. What if I wasn't born into the Shinji family? What if I didn't have 5 sisters. Will my future be different? Then reality slaps him again. He sees Lala with another guy. Anime says, yes, suffer. Back at home, Arita comes out of his room for Katono's birthday party. He sees Yuka dressed beautifully. She says, Dad always says if you're not dressed properly, you won't get anything. Then she even compliments Arita, which shocks him more than the plot twist later. Everyone gathers at the dining table. Arita is still thinking about his future marriage kids. Bro went from zero girlfriend to planning kids in 5 seconds. Suddenly, Minami and Yuka start fighting because Minami misplaced Yuka's earbuds. The house turns into a battlefield. Everyone tries to stop them. Then Arita yells at full volume, "Stop calling US siblings." Silence. Minami and Yuka get embarrassed. Mood resets. Everyone laughs awkwardly like nothing happened. Their father enters, smiling happily. Just before eating, he says, "Before we eat, I have something very important to tell you." Bad sign. He continues, "I decided to reveal this on Katono's 15th birthday." Then drops the ultimate nuke. "I truly love all of you, but you're not real siblings." Room goes dead silent. Then he casually adds, "You're all adopted. Only Minami and Cheyenne are twins and blood related. The rest of you aren't." Bro announced this like a weather update. He says he discussed it with their mother and promises never to lie again. Then tells them to continue celebrating. Yeah, sure, because that's easy. After dinner, all siblings gather. Minami acts completely normal because nothing phases her. They all agree that, even without blood relation after spending so much time together, they still feel like real siblings. They also agree Dad could have picked a much better time. C asks Bonri if she remembers anything from childhood. Mentioning Katono came when Bonri was 5. Bonri says she doesn't remember much, but her reaction clearly says she remembers something and just doesn't want to talk. Everyone goes back to their rooms. Arita is still mentally broken, trying to process how one day changed his entire life. On the way to the bath, he accidentally sees his sister's garments and gets awkward. He ignores them and enters the bath, and there he sees Katono. Both of them freeze. Instant nervousness. Heartbeats go crazy, and Arita instantly runs out of the bathroom like his life depends on it. He yells, "What are you, a ninja? At least make some noise." Bro almost lost his soul there. He's about to escape when Katono suddenly stops him and says she needs help. Yes, help. In the bathroom, Anime calmed down. Arita ends up helping Katono bathe and lectures her like a strict teacher, already in 3rd year and still need help bathing. If your classmates find out, they'll laugh at you. Then he starts giving her step-by-step instructions like it's a tutorial. But Katono suddenly drops, "I really like your strength." Arita doesn't react much because this man's emotional CPU is broken. He tells her not to stay in too long and starts leaving. Elsewhere, Yuka and C are talking about how today felt like a full-blown adventure arc. They also feel bad for Katono. Big truth revealed on her birthday emotional damage X100. Since Katono is the youngest, they decide it's their duty to protect her. Back in the bathroom, Katono suddenly hugs Arita from behind. Bro almost dies on the spot. On the other side, Yuka hears about sibling marriage and instantly calls it disgusting. Cheyenne quickly explains, "It was just an example. Sibling marriages aren't even legal." Then Cheyenne continues, saying random nonsense, giving Yuka the creeps. Yuka tells him, "Arita was giving me weird looks and even commented on my clothes." Cheyenne is shocked. Then Yuka asks about what happened between Arita and Katono in the gaming room, because she saw Arita pinning Katono down. Cheyenne says he knows everything, but it's a secret. Arita told me not to tell anyone. Yuka jokes that maybe Arita's lust overflowed and he started making moves. She knows there's more to the story. Eventually, Cheyenne gives up and spills the truth. Katono confessed her love. She even forcibly held Arita down. Yuka is shocked and starts shouting. Cheyenne calms her down, saying Arita obviously rejected her. Yuka finds it hard to believe because she never imagined Katono feeling that way. Cheyenne explains, "At that age, kids often mistake respect for love." Yuka snaps back, "You're just 1 year older than her. Stop talking nonsense." Cheyenne is defeated. Argument lost, but the real problem remains. Katono now knows they're not real siblings, and nobody knows what she might do next. We then see Katono confessing again to Arita. He tries to reject her gently. Katono asks, "Why am I a bad girl?" She even says she researched and found out that step-siblings can legally marry. Arita replies calmly, "That's not the issue. You're a wonderful girl." Then he drops the big brother speech. During puberty, kids often confuse respect with love. "Even if we're not blood related, I'm still your big brother, and it's my responsibility to protect you." He walks away. Katono is left thinking, "I wish someone would tell me how long this puberty is supposed to last." Girl asking the real questions. Turns out, someone overheard everything outside the bathroom. Scene changes to their father standing in front of their late mother's photo. He says he has finally fulfilled his promise. Then Bonri suddenly appears, watching silently. When Arita returns to his room, he finds C inside. He asks, "What are you doing here?" C instead asks, "Where did you go?" Arita panics and lies, "I was just out for a walk." C doesn't believe him. Arita tries to change the topic, "But what are you doing in my room?" C doesn't answer. Instead, she moves closer, pushes him down, and climbs on top of him. Bro, this man's life is a nightmare. Arita starts shouting, "What on earth are you doing?" C calmly says, "This is going to be our top secret." Then she clings tightly to him. Arita is internally screaming. First Katono, now her two. Why is everyone going crazy? C finally reveals the truth. She saw Arita and Katono in the bathroom and was just testing Arita to make sure he wouldn't do anything inappropriate. Arita panics. H, how much did you see? C replies casually, everything. She even starts repeating things Arita said word for word. Arita realizes she just wanted to protect her sister. But even then, he can't shake the feeling this chaos is far from over. Arita keeps thinking that there had to be a better way to handle all this. Then C drops her science lecture mode and explains calmly. Do you know sibling marriage is illegal in our country? She says it's not just because of social customs, but also because biologically, kids born from close relatives can be weak. That's why such marriages are banned. She adds, now that Dad told us we're not real siblings, we need to see how long Katono accepts this emotionally. Then she hits him with a technical loophole. From a physical perspective, it's possible. You're not blood related. Arita is completely stunned. His brain just blue screen. Then C casually adds, at least one thing's clear. You're normal. And walks away like she didn't just traumatize him. Arita stands there thinking. Next morning, Arita gets ready for school. But then he sees Bonri made Katono wear her nursing uniform. Bonri starts teasing Arita with. Arita gets angry, and Bonri even pretends to cry a little because she's evil like that. After some teasing, chaos, and emotional whiplash, everyone heads to school like nothing happened. At school, Arita and Chaeyin talk about how insane yesterday was. Yet their sisters are acting completely normal, like, yeah, we're not siblings. Anyway, what's for lunch? Chaeyin says, no one here knows we're not real siblings. And honestly, they're better off that way, because who knows how people would react. School goes by normally for everyone. After school, Arita is about to leave, but he's still stuck in his own thoughts. Then Minami shows up, cheerful as ever, like yesterday never happened. They walk together. Arita compliments Minami. She replies she's just following her passion and also compliments Arita for being good at sports. Arita denies it like a humble anime MC. Suddenly, 3 of Minami's fangirls show up. They shower her with compliments and even ask for her autograph. After they leave, Arita suggests, instead of going home, why don't we go to karaoke? Minami gets nervous at first, then reveals the real reason she's not attending club activities. She failed the aptitude test. Pain. Arita says, then I'll tutor you. Minami probably regretted opening her mouth. At karaoke, Arita tries teaching Minami. She says she understands everything. Arita tests her. She answers nothing correctly. Instead, Minami suddenly starts singing a song. The lyrics? She hates studying, she loves tennis, she never wants to open a book again. Arita bursts out laughing. For the first time, he's genuinely enjoying himself. He realizes Minami stays cheerful no matter what. So yeah, she'll be fine. After karaoke, Arita spots the girl he likes. He instantly hides. Minami notices this. After the girl leaves, Arita tells Minami she should focus more on studying. Minami replies, yesterday was unexpected, you know. Then Arita asks her opinion. Minami says she's curious about her real parents, she's worried about Katono, and then casually drops. You're not my real older brother anymore, so I could call you senpai now. Bro, why is everyone like this? Arita is shocked. Then Minami adds, even if the girl you like already has a boyfriend, don't be discouraged. Arita panics. How do you know that? Minami replies, Yuka told me. Yuka stays ruining lives off screen. Minami compliments Arita again, but he reminds her, you still have to study when we get home. Minami immediately suffers emotional damage. Next day, Arita runs into Katono early in the morning. Apart from good morning, there's nothing else. Arita starts overthinking. They've barely talked since that incident, but she's acting normal. Did she get upset? Then C suddenly appears and scolds Arita for daydreaming. Arita is surprised to see her. They start talking about Katono, but before they can continue, Minami shows up. She brags about beating Arita in the game yesterday and casually calls him senpai. C is shocked and says senpai is someone more mature. That hits Arita right in the ego. Then all 3 head to school, and just when Arita thinks things might finally calm down, as soon as Arita reaches school, guess what happens? Yep, he spots his crush, and like a true professional coward, he immediately hides. At this point, hiding is his special ability. Yuka notices and asks, why don't you just confess already? Arita replies like a defeated hero. She already has a boyfriend. Yuka bursts out laughing and says, wow, you got rejected before confessing. That hurt more than a breakup. She then walks off to join her classmates, leaving Arita emotionally damaged. Arita starts thinking about how she's always surrounded by people everyone likes her, she's always smiling. But he wishes people could see her real personality, not just the popular girl version. Meanwhile, plot twist. Yuka's classmates start talking about Arita. They're like, he's so handsome, his body is insane. Can we confess to him? They even ask Yuka for permission. Yuka immediately panics and says, no, don't do that. He's crazy. All he does is think about his body all day. Arita's reputation, gym, NPC. Next day, all the siblings go to an amusement park to celebrate Katono's birthday. Everyone is excited, except Minami, who's hungry. So Bonri says, okay, I'll get food. And of course, she takes Arita with her. After getting food, they realize everyone else has disappeared. Arita calls. No answer, no. Answer still no answer. Bonri calmly says, well, let's just go on a date. Just the 2 of us. Bro, why does this keep happening? Arita asks, What about the food? Next scene, Arita carrying all the food alone like a delivery guy. While walking, Bonri suddenly holds Arita's hand. Arita's soul leaves his body. Everything becomes awkward. Bonri notices and starts teasing him nonstop. After that, they walk around like a normal couple. Siblings, whatever, this is neutral face. Arita realizes people are staring because Bonri is extremely beautiful. She has a lot of fans. Bro is accidentally on a date with a celebrity. They go on a roller coaster. Bonri absolutely loves it. Arita? Let's just say he survives. After the ride, Arita tries calling the others again. Meanwhile, the rest of his siblings are enjoying a show. After the show, Chaeyin tries calling Arita. But Arita doesn't pick up because he's already on another ride. Eventually, they reconnect and realize they're really far apart, which means Arita and Bonri are officially stuck together. Arita internally thinks, I guarantee she's going to say, let's treat this like a date. Anime writers smiling in the corner. Evening comes. Arita and Bonri sit together at the food court. They still haven't reunited with the others, but strangely they're not worried at all. Bonri eats the leftover food because she's hungry. Arita starts having flashbacks because of course he does. He asks Bonri, what do you think about us not being real siblings? Bonri says it shocked her too, and she even talked to their father about it. She asks, is that why you've seemed down lately? Arita thinks, yeah, but I can't tell you everything. So he says, yeah, it feels uneasy, but I hope nothing changes between us. Bonri becomes really happy and praises him. She even remembers how Arita used to cry to her whenever Yuka bullied him. Arita is not happy she brought that up. High school dignity destroyed. They start having grown-up conversations. Don't worry, audience, you probably wouldn't get it anyway, but suddenly a little girl appears and ruins the moment. Juice is about to spill on Bonri, and Arita instantly jumps in front of her and takes the hit. Hero moment unlocked. The girl panics, but Arita says it's fine. Bonri tells him, we didn't need to do that. Arita replies, I want to protect you too, because I'm your little brother. That line hits hard. Bonri gets emotional and happy, realizing her little brother has grown up. Finally, the whole family reunites. Everyone is shocked to see Arita completely soaked. After laughing off, they decide to explore more places together. They head toward the bridge, and that's when Suddenly, Yuka starts acting like a princess, and Minami goes full prince mode like they're in some weird roleplay anime. Meanwhile, Arita, Chaeyin, and Katono head to the bathroom, while the rest of the girls stay back, and of course C drops the bathroom bombshell and tells them everything that happened. Everyone is shocked, but then C reveals the real twist. I tested Arita. The girls freeze. C continues. He passed. He showed no physical reaction. Now the girls are confused and ask, how exactly did you test him? Once he explains the details, everyone is even more traumatized. Yuka straight up asks, didn't you have any other method? Yes, C. That test was wild. After the shock wears off, they start discussing Arita, C, and Katono. They realize none of this is really anyone's fault. This truth was dropped on them suddenly. The main issue is they're not blood-related. But Bonri, the calm boss, steps in. Don't take this too seriously. Katono is still a child. She then reveals something even heavier. I once talked to Dad about our past. The truth is we're all orphans. No one knows who their real parents are. Bonri suggests, for now, we should just observe and see what happens. Before things get even deeper, the boys return, so they drop the topic and decide to go to the haunted house next. As everyone moves on, Yuka becomes unusually quiet and thoughtful. Meanwhile, Arita reflects on the moment he first heard the truth. At first, he thought he misheard, but now he realizes Dad must have been worried for a long time. Hiding the truth for years couldn't have been easy. Arita quietly thinks, don't worry, Dad. Nothing is going to change. Rare MC maturity moment. Pain returns. Later, while shopping, Arita is standing outside a store when boom, he sees his crush with her boyfriend. Emotional damage. At the same moment, Yuka walks out of the shop, and Arita instantly gets nervous. They start walking together. Yuka says, I need to tell you something. She continues, until 3 days ago, we were twins. Now everything has changed. Arita replies, don't say that. I still see you as my twin. Yuka shuts that down. If you keep denying the truth, you'll just look like a fool. Ouch. Yuka continues, do you remember when we were kids? We thought we had telepathy. They could read each other's thoughts. Rock, paper, scissors always ended in ties. Everyone used to say, you two really are twins. Then, out of nowhere, Yuka says, I love you. Bro, why does this anime do this? Arita is once again completely stunned. We jump to a flashback where Arita is talking to Chaeyin at school. Chaeyin asks, now that we know they're not blood-related, do you see our sisters as normal girls? Even Katono confessed already. Arita immediately rejects the idea and flips the question, does that apply to you too? Chaeyin replies calmly, I already have a girlfriend. And since he's calling her by her first name, Arita suspects something spicy. Chaeyin shrugs, there's always something going on. Bro living life on easy mode. Returning to the present, Yuka finishes, I just wanted to say this. I'm really happy I was your sister. Then she adds, I heard about what happened between you and Katono from Chaeyin. She praises Arita. You handled it really well. Katono is still young. It's not her fault at all. And then she walks away. Just like that. Arita stands there thinking, what nonsense did she just say? Is Yuka worried about their future relationship? Remembering Chaeyin's words, Arita starts imagining all kinds of cursed possibilities. On the other side, Yuka herself can't believe she said all that. Next morning, Arita is training like a true gym addict, but suddenly Minami enters, and judging by her face, something new is about to go wrong. Seeing Minami that early completely shocks Arita. This girl usually wakes up when the sun files a missing report. So Arita wonders, why is she up so early today? We jump to last night. As Minami steps outside, she accidentally sees Yuka confessing her love. Instant shock. Her brain goes, wait, what? But she doesn't interrupt and quietly walks away like she just witnessed forbidden DLC. Now Minami's mind is spinning. Did I really hear that? Or did my brain glitch? She debates whether to ask, but curiosity wins. She finally asks Arita, is something going on between you and Yuka? Arita doesn't even understand the question at first. Then Minami suddenly backtracks. Nothing happened. Don't worry. Now Arita is confused instead. Bro didn't even get a chance to lie. Minami tells him she'll exercise in the evening and leaves. Arita is left thinking, why did she ask that? Is everything really okay? Spoiler, no. Arita goes to shower but suddenly sees C in the mirror. Instant shyness activated. He nervously says, I'll lock the door. C replies casually, we've been together for so long and you still get embarrassed? You see me plenty of times. Arita thinks, my sisters are actually insane. Then he realizes something strange. C hasn't changed at all since the truth reveal. Blood relation? She doesn't care. Arita notices a ring and asks about it. C explains, that's mom's memento. Mood instantly shifts. Later, Arita is chilling in his room when Bonri enters. She casually says, it's been almost 2 years since I came into my little brother's room. She praises how clean it is. Arita is confused. Why are you here? Then Bonri starts reading cute, perfect girlfriend stuff on his laptop. Bro is exposed. Then Bonri drops the real reason. Go on a date with me. Arita.exe has stopped responding. Next scene, they're at a mobile shop. Arita wanted a new phone forever, but never got the chance. Then Bonri clings to him again. Arita, she even says, after dinner, let's go to a hotel and stay overnight. Arita panics. Stop saying nonsense. Bro fighting for his life. Then a shop lady appears. If you buy phones as a couple with monthly plans, you'll get a discount. Bonri gets excited immediately. Arita refuses at lightning speed. Respect. They go for a walk. Arita thinks about how Bonri teases him nonstop. They eat ice cream. Bonri asks, is something bothering you? Arita avoids answering and starts talking about family instead. Bonri smiles and says, I'm happy to have such a strong little brother. If you ever have a problem, tell me. Rare, wholesome moment. Back at home, Katono is looking at photos, especially the ones with Arita. Then Bonri uploads a photo in the sisters group. Her and Arita eating ice cream together. Katono feels a little jealous, but still smiles and saves the photo. Painfully cute. Back outside, Bonri gets a message and says, I have to leave. Work came up. Arita is surprised and blurts out, don't you have some other guy to date? Bonri is shocked. Don't say such nonsense. She threatens him jokingly and leaves. Bonri later talks to Minami and says, nothing unusual happened. Minami is shook. She's sure she heard everything correctly. A love confession between siblings is a big deal. Confused, she messages Bonri. Maybe I misheard. Maybe nothing happened between Arita and Yuka, but she accidentally sends it to the group chat. Panic mode. She deletes it instantly and prays, please tell me no one saw that. Yuka suddenly enters the bathroom and tells Minami to hurry up. Minami is nervous. Yuka looks normal, which means Yuka didn't see the message, but someone else did, and that person is completely shocked. At dinner, Arita notices something strange. C isn't eating, not even pretending. She's just sitting there, lost in thought, like her brain is running 100 background tabs. Even after dinner, she's still spacing out. Oh, that's never a good sign. Later, Arita meets C alone. She's unusually quiet, so Arita awkwardly says, if you have any problem, you can tell me. After all, I'm your brother, saying that makes him uncomfortable. Meanwhile, C looks happy and replies, looks like you're finally getting into the flow. Bro has no idea what flow she's talking about. Suddenly, C asks Arita to play Twister. Arita is confused. Why this game? He assumes she probably ordered it online and now doesn't know what to do with it. But C drops the real reason. She says, last time I went to your room, I got too excited. If I don't clear my feelings, it could be risky. Why? Because her university exams are coming soon. Arita is shook. He asks, how can you just say things like that so calmly? C explains, if my feelings go beyond a brother-sister relationship, things could get problematic. So she wants to clear everything now. And since she's the elder sister, she's sure Arita won't refuse helping her. Arita starts thinking, wait, does she like me too? But before his brain finishes loading, C immediately starts the game. Arita says, I never said I wanted to play this. C reminds him, I helped you during your final exams. Emotional blackmail activated. Arita has no choice. As the game goes on, C gets very close. Arita gets uncomfortable. Did not get so close. C replies calmly, I'm just following the rules. Sure, the rules. Soon, the game reaches a point where C wants them to touch Arita, absolutely does not. Then C blocks all his moves. Arita is trapped in a corner like a helpless NPC. He says, I surrender. C refuses. That wouldn't be good for you. Bro, this is a game, not life advice. Now, it's Arita's turn, and he has to place his foot under C's. Extremely uncomfortable. Extremely illegal for his mental health. While this man is dying inside, side. C starts philosophizing. She talks about true happiness being in winning or finding peace, and love dopamine release during dating followed by erotic actions. Yeah, you get what she's hinting at. Arita is traumatized, but C isn't done. She starts talking about the human body-physical relationships marriage. Then she says, to connect all these emotions, there's trust. She admits, even science can't fully explain trust. I don't know much about love, and I don't know much about trust either. Then she drops the final brain bomb. If you live with someone for 50 years, do you slowly trust them? Or is there one special moment? And can that person also be your younger brother? Arita is completely speechless. Inside his head, is she crazy or serious? What is this destiny talk? Why am I playing Twister? And to make it worse, yes, the view is also dangerous. Suddenly, C collapses on top of Arita because she's exhausted. Arita says, at least you could have fallen to the side. C replies, I was too tired. There was no use. Then she casually says, my verification is complete. What verification? Loudly crying face. Even though Arita wasn't cooperative, C concludes, I was just overthinking something you said before. But she still needed to verify. Before leaving, she thanks Arita. After she leaves, Arita thinks, was she making fun of me? Who uses Twister to verify feelings? Frustrated, confused, emotionally damaged, he screams loudly. Right at that moment, Yuka arrives, and Yuka asks why Arita is shouting, since she clearly heard C's voice earlier. She asks, what were you two talking about? Arita panics and replies, in nothing important. Yuka smirks and says, then let's have some fun. Oh, that sentence never ends well. They're about to play a game, but before starting, Yuka casually flexes. By the way, I practice 30 hours every week. Arita instantly remembers childhood flashbacks. He used to win, Yuka used to lose, then she put him in deadlocks instead. Bro didn't just lose games, he lost freedom. Now Arita starts thinking, am I the only one still stressed about what dad said? Seems like it. The game begins. Result? Yuka beats Arita 5-0. Not close. Not fair. Just humiliation. Yuka teases him nonstop. Arita looks at her and thinks. She looks really happy. Is this game that fun? During the match, Yuka gets really close. Arita notices and awkwardly says, your skills have improved a lot. Then Arita finally locks in. Serious mode on. He defeats Yuka twice in a row, badly. Yuka gets angry. Very angry. Suddenly, Yuka traps Arita in a deadlock and says, if you surrender, I'll let you go. Arita says, I surrender. But in his mind, he's thinking, why are we this close? Then without thinking, Arita grabs Yuka and pins her down. Yuka freezes. Arita instantly regrets every life choice. She's going to beat me to death. But instead, Yuka says, looks like you've grown up. Arita, huh? He doesn't understand what she means. Yuka quickly leaves, blushing hard. Who becomes a big brother at such useless times? On the other side, Arita is completely confused. After thinking too much, he gets frustrated again and shouts loudly. After Arita leaves, Katono slowly comes out of a closet. Yes, she saw everything, and she looks very shy. Next day at school, everything looks normal. At night, Arita meets his dad, who gives him a gift and asks how he's doing. Then dad casually asks, do you like someone? Arita is shook. Cutscene. All the sisters are watching a drama with a love confession. Bonri loves it. Confessing in nature is so beautiful. Yuka says, cheap and boring. She explains her ideal confession. Handsome guy, high, education high, income, rooftop, restaurant night, city view. Ambitious. Very Yuka. Then C shares her type. A man with clear goals, a proper roadmap, family planning included. Girl brought a PowerPoint. They don't ask Katono because she's too young. Minami says, it doesn't matter where or how you confess. What matters is who is confessing. Everyone agrees. Rare sister unity moment. They're about to sleep. Katono suddenly stops them and says, I like Arita. Everyone, we know. Katono continues, no, I don't just like him. I want to marry him. Silence. Then she adds, since we're not real siblings, I consider you all my love rivals. It's revealed that when they found out they weren't siblings, Katono was the happiest one. Menace behavior. Father and son talk, family man boy. Meanwhile, Arita asks his dad, why do I need to know all this? Dad replies, because you're the eldest son of a Shinji family. No matter how strong a man is, he'll fall for a girl someday. Arita asks, why did you marry mom? Dad jokes, because she was beautiful. Then tells the real reason. She spoke strongly, but was gentle like sunlight. She perfectly matched a weak man like me. He asks Arita if he remembers the promise. Arita says yes. When we grow up, you said you'd show us the entrance to another world. Dad promises, no matter what happens, I'll protect this family and keep this home happy. He leaves. His father looks at mom's photo and says, your judgment wasn't wrong at all. We see a letter. A little girl in the background. The letter says, dear brothers and sisters, how are you? I hope you're doing well. The girl visits a grave. Her maid praises her new clothes. Then a man with white hair appears. It's Arita from the future. The letter continues. Your smiles are precious to me. A mysterious girl appears, but only half her face is shown. At the end of the letter, I love you all. End of part 1. So guys, who do you think is the girl who will marry Arita? Honestly, I don't know either. This anime is